Hi everyone. Danu Vinadi Dayakwatne. Thank you for joining us today. Other show Kani Maring Puri Vinesakati. I'm super happy to take this show to you. Hopefully your Thursday is doing good and thank you so much for joining me today. Alright, may show Karan Matau Karanne Ape Yalu Beta White. Beta White the best combination, so I guess skin negative. Vitamin C, vitamin E, and this is really good. You can see the changes on your skin as soon as you start using it, and you will thank me one day. You have to really do try them. They come in these little capsules for you to take out and apply on your face. Now, I also want to let you know about Vita White. There's a super cool thing. I want to know if you're using Vita White. Why don't you just drop me a message while this live is on so that I know if you're a part of it, if you're using it, all right? I do want to know, and if you are using it, do send me a picture. I'll be happy to see it. These guys are great, and they will like some feedback from you, so that'll be amazing. All right, today on the show, I am going to be inviting someone who is very special to me, and she's definitely not here at this very moment, and who has been a friend of mine from the time I was very, very young, and I can't find her. That is the other saddest part. And there you go. She is someone who has been a part of media for a long time, and she's a singer. She's also an actress. She has done amazing things. You will definitely recognize her voice, as she's someone who has been a part of the music industry for a long time. So let me just find her. This is where the problem is. Shehara, if you're watching this live, I would like you to just accept my invitation so you can go live with me. Accept it. That's what happens when some don't know what the live is all about. Anyway, so just want to let you know, Beta White is asking you to send in some messages if you have used it and things like that. That'll be amazing, because that's what we are looking out for today. Shay, you have to accept my invitation. But what to do? Anyway, let's try this again. This always happens to me, All right, let's see if this is going to work. But how are you all doing? Have you got home safe? Seems like I won't be able to make this girl join me. There you go. At last, you figured it out, Shay.
I did. Can you hear me?
I can. Are you in the toilet?
No. Why would you say that?
No, because there's an echo. Go back a little bit so I can see your face.
There we go. Hi.
There you go. Hi. So, it's your first live?
With you, yes. Yes.
So, have you done a live? Because I've been trying to connect with you for some time now.
Listen, I just sent you a text saying, are you live? Because I was waiting.
I was live.
No, you weren't. I was waiting.
We always argue like this, so there's nothing new.
This is weird, by the way. This is weird, because usually you and I have a conversation on the phone and now everyone's listening in.
Yeah, it's one of those. So,
Yeah.
Shely Liyanage is her full name, and Shay is what she's known as. You would have heard her waking you up for the longest time. Sri Lanka was woken up by her voice. It was pleasant. It was not a scary. It was not a scary wake up. And now she's driving everyone home and not insane, and that's amazing. You can listen to her on Yes FM, and she's known more things than that. Shay, tell me about your journey in radio. Have you enjoyed it?
I'm going on my 15th year, so you guys do the math. I'm almost getting into my 15th year, let's put it that way. And 15 years, it just shows that I like what I do.
And how long did you do the morning show for?
I did the morning show, I think, for a good 7 to 8 years.
And
Yeah.
now you're in the evening, right?
Yes. I mean, I did a 10 to 1 belt. I did a stint on the 10 to 1 belt for a little while. And then, no, but that was a good time. Like now I feel like I have covered it all. And
Yeah, I've gone through the whole radio clock.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. It's been phenomenal, Danu. Phenomenal.
But Shey is someone who sort of dabbled on a few things. She tried out news first. And, Shey also read news for ITN. How was that experience reading live prime time news?
I mean, nothing to the news station at all. I mean, ITM was great. I was just not confident with my reading, and the thing is, you're kept there, and then you're reading on caps lock, and
Yeah.
it's a prompter, right? So you are moving the prompter according to yourself, and then you're like, oh gosh, I don't know if I did a great job, but I cried a couple of times. I think I called you.
Yes. You were,
Minutes
you were
before the
just-
news.
Yeah, you were just stressed about reading those names. That's what you were really worried about.
Exactly. The names, and you're just trying to get those names right because these are politicians' names. You know, you don't want to get the theaters' names wrong. I mean, these are things that you will be remembered for. Exactly. Yeah.
And not
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was also very conscious about how I looked. So I kept thinking, do I look like a little pudding? Do people see me as a little pudding on screen? And I was also afraid that I might move my leg too fast, and then the teleprompter
like-
will go.
Welcome to the news, and now in your sports.
Yes, I have missed out a chunk. Yeah, and I don't think you could kind of reverse it back. So once
Yeah.
you go. That's it. Oh God.
That's
It was such a terrible time. I mean, it was a great experience, but it was really nerve-wracking. And yeah, I don't know why I thought I could do news.
It's a scary place to be. You're also known for your magnificent voice. Shey has sung a few solos. Something About You and I is something that I have also enjoyed and listened to. Has also done a lot of covers. There's also been vocalist, one of the that's cool sounds. But Shey, in all of this that you have done, all in the field of creativity, art, there comes with a lot of demand of feeling great, looking, and also being so positive to get out there judged. How did you do it? And what? That's my dog. What-
Molly? Is it Molly?
Yeah, he's just trying to attack me.
Oh my God.
What is that you have to keep in mind? You are actually
Sorry, that last bit I couldn't get you. I couldn't quite hear you.
when you're actually like going out there in public.
How I sort of pep myself up, right, and keep myself, because it's really demanding. Danu, you and I know what it's like to sort of try and look good. I mean, any video that you do, you can't really look like, you know, how you just came out of bed. You know, there is yes, I mean, there is a standard that's required. Fortunately, on radio, you're heard more than you're seen. But now, I think thanks to social media, you have to be seen and heard at the same time.
Definitely. There's
Yes.
no audio. Everything needs visual.
Yeah, you need to visually see people now. But I think I still, I am confident, but sometimes I always feel like, am I still okay for this part, or am I still good enough? I mean, there are times where I do feel that way. I think anybody would, because you are your biggest critique, right? And whatever you wear, whatever you say, whatever you do on stage, it can always be overwhelming. So a lot of people tell me, Shay, come on, you've done this. This should be like a walk in the park for you. It's breeze. What are you saying? But there's always two sides to that. As much as I love being on stage and I love performing, there are times where I need a bit of a pep talk. I need somebody to lift me up a little bit, uplift my spirits. But once you get on stage, though, and it's the best feeling ever. You sing that first line, or you say that first line, and then you take a breather, and then you know you're going to be okay. Then you just cruise along. It's the best feeling.
Well, But you know, I wanted your parents so supportive of letting you follow your dream, give priority to arts. I'm sure mom and dad would have driven you to those and things. Tell me to those parents who may think otherwise, say art is not a it's not rewarding, especially with the economy just not to be seen. It's not the right move. What do you tell them?
If it weren't for the arts, if it weren't for the job that you and I do, okay, if we were all doctors or teachers or lawyers or whatever, I'm not saying that these jobs are boring or that they're terrible or that they're or not given, but this is what most parents expect you to be, either a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer, right?
Correct.
But we're also a source of relief and release for people. Like take radio, for example. I have met some incredible people in my line of work. And at the same time, I have learned so much. And the fact that, yes, we perform on stage, yes, we do all these things, it doesn't make us less of what other people do, like as doctors. It makes us also as equals. I think we need to let parents out there know that every child has a creative side, and you have to explore that. Sometimes they might be really good at what they do, but they might also just be great at playing guitar, and don't ever push that aside saying, oh, that's not necessarily a money-making avenue. You need to think about the future. Because that's another side that a lot of people really need to sort of explore and be a part of, Danu. I mean, parents need to understand that. My parents have been so supportive, and I'm very grateful for that. Because if they hadn't done this, I wouldn't have been a part of an incredible journey for the last 14 to 15 years. And radio has changed my life. Singing has changed my life. I am a confident person today because of that. And I think I can stand up anywhere and be proud of who I am. And say, listen, radio is not some mediocre job where you just put a song and say enjoy and put your mic down. There's so much more to that. There's a lot more to it. You learn so much. You're providing information to people out there. So if you're providing the wrong kind of information, you're providing information, so people need to hear the right thing. So it means that they're listening to you, they trust in what you're saying. I mean, if that isn't something to be recognized for, what is the point of this job? What is the point of arts? What is the point of creativity? Why do we have beautiful paintings out there? Why do people come up with the most amazing lyrics? Why do they sing the most amazing songs? And why do we all relate to it? Because there is something to it. There is something to it. So to disregard it and think that the arts is, something you should just do when you're a teenager or as a hobby, but it's not something serious. We have to change that path and that thinking very seriously. Yeah.
Well spoken. Thank you. Thank you. So you and I, we both about one thing though. We have always battled with weight issues, losing the past. Something problem. But how do you handle comments made in Sri Lanka? Filters they put on, unfortunately. Photographs have filters, but they don't. The first thing is morning. So, very rarely somebody will ever tell that to another. It's an optional statement that they'll make, but a Mahatvela statement is literally kind of prior to handle this. How have you battled through those words?
At the beginning, it hurt. It stung. It was really, really tough. A tough pill to swallow. But then, like I said, you just get used to it also. There's a part of you that gets used to it, and there's a part of you that says, deal with it. Because see, this is just the industry. So if you want to be a part of this industry, you need to expect a few of those comments coming your way. But I've also learned to give back as good as they give it. I have also learned to give back. I don't fight with people anymore. I don't. But I tend to move away from questions like that, and I try to just address it in a better way. I kind of make them feel bad a little. For the longest time, I haven't had people, actually, I must be honest. I haven't had people actually talk too much about my weight to my face. I haven't had it. And I haven't had too many comments, so I'm blessed that way. But also, just for every voluptuous person out there, or someone who might have, who are very conscious about their bodies and their weight, I'm right now a part of a play called Venus United, and it's a part of a center stage production. And it's taught.
Yeah.
Okay. It just also really showed me how I'm positive about my body. And I do all these crazy things, but I just said, listen, I need to be proud of what I have. I have to be proud of what I have. Thank God for what I have. I'm still able to get on stage and do what I have. You need to really love this. Because if you... Sorry?
What you are given.
Yes, you really do. The first thing is acceptance. If you don't, I mean, I hear so many people talk about it. They say the same thing. Acceptance. You have to love yourself. You have to love those lips. You have to love that big bulbous nose if you have one of those. You have to love those extra curves. But I have started very slowly but gradually learning to love it.
Recently, I met someone who was so absolutely kind to me. And she told me something. She said, මගේ දැක්වම මගේ කටුස්සෙක් වගේ ඒක ලොකු gift එකක්. And I thought myself, she is in a total different way. She said, "Gatara bate කරන්න ඔක්කොම අතර." I thought, that's so true.
That's so true.
Yeah. So she's like, if you get back, and those people are.
Exactly. And not to mention, we don't eat to live, we live to eat. So enjoy the food that you have.
So you're getting back on stage after a long time. And you have sung for so many jingles for commercials. Asked you this.
Yeah. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, when you were a child. Can you sing one of those jingles that you sang for?
I can't even... Why would you do this to me? There was one for, I think, Sam Sausages.
Okay.
And it was called Ape Sam. Ape Sam. And then I said, Punchi Yalu Anta Yalu Ali Sam. Punchi Poditak. I can't believe I'm doing this.
And even the other one, Ape Yalu Sam.
But there was another kid who screamed that. And I was like, But it was fun though, it was fun. It was like, it was a good one. I think for back then, I got 5,000 rupees and that was a lot of money. I was like, I was balling. I was like, yes!
You might have been what? 10?
Yeah, 10. For a 10-year-old back then, 5,000 rupees was like, yo.
Hello, you buy the whole of MC at that time.
Yeah. I felt rich and I was like, listen, I can take care of my family now. I can look after my sisters. Just
yes. It's not. Just imagine if we had just acted alone.
What? Sorry?
If we have just acted in Home Alone.
Oh my God. Don't make us feel so bad. My 5,000 rupees was good, right? Who wants Home Alone? Hopefully they'll call me back again for another rerun.
Yeah. But you're getting back on stage after a long time. For those who are watching us right now, but I must say, your room echoes. That's why there's a beep.
I'm sorry.
Open the door or something.
This is the most insulated room I can think of. Look at this.
I can see that. Just want to let you know, so long years ago when I came back to Jaffna, I was watching my theater. I was a little shocked. I would have been 7.5 or 8. uh, and I was Lionel went and what was Lionel went. I was asked to sit and watch this play. And there were so many people like, "Hey, those are things I couldn't even say the name of the play because it was Amy Sharp. And that when you come from Jaffna.
You mean Les Miserables?
And I remember this played a role with a broomstick in her hand. And an actor rain coming later. And I had this girl in I know who she is. And I was thinking about this to she, that's me. And that is the impact what Shara can perform. How many years ago was that, Shara?
1996.
So right. So I would have 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're back on theatre.
Yeah, I am.
And
like I said, it's a play called. It's amazing. It's so liberating. I don't care about my fat arms or my pudgy arms anymore. I have thrown everything aside and all my inhibitions, and it's a wonderful play. I'm playing it alongside 2 amazing girls called Devashri and Ayushka, and of course this is a center stage production by Jaffna. So you know him; he brings the best out of you, and it's an incredible moment because I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty on the acting. So sometimes I can hear myself and it sounds weird. I'm like, ooh, let's do that line again, shall we? Yeah. But it's all about, yes, Venus united. Venus, you know that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. So it's an empowering play that obviously deals with different kinds of issues that women have to face. And it's not just only about bashing the men. This is not that kind of play. Right? It's also, it tends to those issues, but at the same time, it's about how these 3 women who are completely different characters and different people and hate each other probably on stage, but at the end come together and find solace in each other. And it's a beautiful musical because there are some very empowering songs that the 3 of us have to perform. And I'm very excited about it. I haven't been excited about something like this in a very long time, so it's
best
good.
part is local production, which makes
Yes.
it and so much more. You can follow Shely on YouTube where she occasionally, saying the keyword occasionally, uploads a cover to all songs. Recently, she did a song for a girl called Lila. It was a very personal song. It was absolutely gorgeous. Shay, you have sung thousands of songs. Tell me a song that is very close to you, a song that you feel like singing every day.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
It was
Undoubtedly.
my mom's favorite song when Shay sang it, and Shay sang it for my mom's anniversary concert, and she couldn't only sing the first verse. Just dramatic. But it was wonderful. But I wanted to speak to Shay about all that she's doing. Sometimes we tend to overlook our friends because they are friends. And we actually don't see such big things in them. They're like, and it always happens. But when you do sit down and think, if you see the person, that you so much and that we celebrated. And so wanted to have you today and speak about it. And I'm happy I did. Say you all the very best. You're going through some tough days. It'll all work its way. Okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you so much. I've known you so many years. Like, how many years? Are we counting now? It's a little too long.
I'm done, no? Enough. After this time.
Let's end this friendship today from this live chat. This ends today. This friendship, you can't call me anymore.
No, I won't. I'm done.
And I won't call you only if I need you for important things. Yes.
Thanks.
By the way, Danu, I have lost my crown.
I didn't do it.
I'm just trying to. I just wanted to ask you. Do you know where my crown is? You wouldn't know that.
In the Himalaya, there's a place where they're selling from 150 rupees onward. go buy one and put it, man. I also want to let you know, Shay, Vita White is my sponsor on the show. They are the ones who helped me do this.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you one when I meet you next time.
I love it. But then this conversation is over. Our friendship is done, remember? We're being dramatic, acting.
I'll just send it to you, but I will not meet you. All right, thank you, Shay. Thanks for being here. Do you know how to get out of this life?
Yeah, I can see the cross, so I'm just gonna, yeah.
Well done. Well done. Thanks very much. So follow Shay on YouTube, on her Insta, Facebook. It's also okay on TikTok. A chance for you to see some great talent. Thank you for joining me today.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
So let's go on this journey together, promoting new and young talent and talent that needs recognition. And that's what's special about being in the field that I am in. I can talk to these people, and I'm so happy that I get to do it. Thanks to our friends at Vita White. I really do want some of those mentions about whether you have tried it, do you like it. So until I see you with another cool episode of Danu Vinadi Dayak Matne, you have yourself a wonderful evening. Be safe, and I will see you soon. Take care.
දිනපත රාත්‍රී නින්දට පෙර හොඳින් සෝදා පිරිසිදු කරගත් මූණට විටා වයිට් සීරමය මෘදුව ආලේප කරන්න. පසුදා උදෑසන මූණ හොඳින් සෝදා හරින්න. පැහැපත් පැහැදිලි නිකෙලෙන දිදුලන සමක් ලබා දෙන සීරම් නාමය විටා වයිට්.